All right, ladies and gentlemen, so if you don't have your metal foil from your art supply kit, you might have regular old aluminum foil at home. Now, it is not the same as the foil that you have. So the foil that came in the art supply kit is very, very thick. Let me see if I can find a scrap here to show you really quick. And the foil here's the foil that came in the art supply kit. Here's the foil that you get on a roll at home. They're not the same. The only way that you could possibly make this stuff work the same as this stuff is if you layered a bunch of the kitchen foil together. So as an experiment, I've tested this out a little bit to make this match about the size of the foil that you're supposed to have in your art kit. I would pull out a piece that's about 4 to 6 times bigger than you really need. So I'm going to go pretty enormous. Try not to let it get all crinkled and jammed up there. And I'm going to fold it. I think the more it stays continuous instead of making a bunch of separate pieces, the better. So I'm going to carefully try to match up my corners here. So starting by folding it in half. Well, that didn't match, did it? There we go. And then this piece over here. Now I'm going to take that in half again. And now I have something 4 layers thick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's approximately the same as what came in the art supply kit. Okay, so you can maybe kind of use it the same way that we use the other foil in the kit. So fold over the edges, kind of holds its shape. This is good. I'm going to trim the extra with my scissors. Fold this corner over, and same logic. Trace it on something soft, so a pad of paper, a sketchbook. I'm going to trace all of the outlines. What I mean when I say trace over your lines is go over the lines of your drawing with your wooden stylus or a regular pencil with a dull tip or even a ballpoint pen until when you check the back, you see everything basically outlined. So now you can remove your paper just like you would if you were working with the regular foil from the art kit. And it's not as well indented as the other because it's not the ideal material. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and see what happens. I'm concerned that all the layers are going to separate, but I've also noticed something interesting about this foil when I cut it on the paper cutter at school, that it sort of seals the edges together. So as I cut this, what I want to try to do is not separate the edges, but let them stay squished together. So it's one piece of foil. So the chin of my bear was much more complicated. For the sake of time, I'm not going to cut that right now. I'm just going to get it cut out so I can show you the sculpting part. So just like if you were working with the foil from the art kit, this is not a finished piece of art. What you need to do is sculpt. So, for example, this nose generally sticks off of a face. So we want it to stick out. Flipping to the back, I'm going to take this end of my wooden stylus and I'm going to press a lot. I'm going to press hard and down with this pad of paper underneath to sculpt this foil. Now it's not going to be perfect because again, this is not the ideal way to do this project. The ideal way is you pick up your art supply kit and you have that material. But as you can see, it is starting to kind of sculpt. It's going to be a lot more fragile and I have a chance of tearing it if I'm not careful. So you want to slowly stretch the foil. And when we flip, we should see the nose bump out. Now it does not look great. So let me go back to that and keep working. This wrinkle is really showing up in the middle. See if I can make that. Oh, I'm tearing it. So it's pretty fragile. I already made a little hole on the back side, but on the front, I can go ahead and refine my nostril. So nostril holes, just like on your nose, are openings. They're holes. I can do that. I can clean up the edges around his nose here. And it looks okay. You can sort of see there's some sculpting, some 3D work happening. It's not just a pencil outline. So another great space is on these glasses, right? The glasses themselves stick off and these little lines are like holes in there, right? That's where you can see through the glasses. I'm going to mark on there with my stylus to indent the lines between where the glasses are. Over and over and over, not one time really hard. Repetitively is how you sculpt this. And you see now it's indenting there. And I would need to do the opposite, go to the other side and make the frame of the glasses pop forward. So just like in your coin, it's about a contrast between something that you did on the back of your medal and something you're doing on your front. So one goes up and one goes down. And now when I flip that, see how I'm starting to get the sunglasses frame to go up. And if I refine the edges, the spaces between go down. I need to sculpt this entire thing with my tool or with whatever else you're working with to make it actually a 3D sculpted mask.